Do we think there are Bucks fans that might need to issue some apologies to the Windies and the Shams for the things that they had been reporting that were probably mostly accurate all along?
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Wow. Violence on a Friday edition, Mr. Irrelevant.
Shots.
Explosives.
Shots.
I'm Alex Strouf.
Explosives. You can run.
Josh DiMaggio, who you just heard in the open. Will Sommers, Hunter Vaughn, who chose violence on a Friday. Hi, Josh.
I guess I don't get it. They were right all along.
Well,
They're still right.
Were they?
Yeah. Are you guys gonna sit here and be the fans that are sharing stuff on social
Hunter
media
I'm not
of the Jim Ozarski and Eric Name articles where they cut out the parts where, hey, if we're a championship contender and we are going to be soon, we can hang up this conversation. Well, neither of us hung up the conversation. The Milwaukee Bucks are talking and listening to trade offers. Why would they do that unless somebody wanted to be traded? Like, I refuse to live in the delusion that many Bucks fans are going to want to today, or for the foreseeable future. That to me is just being ignorant, being obtuse, and denying reality despite all the evidence being in your face. Now, also, I did ask, it was a question, do we need to or will we need to? I didn't say we need to.
Hey, for the record, don't look at me. I didn't do this.
There's definitive claim.
I didn't do this.
Well, yeah, it's just in general, the way everybody has been treating this. Yesterday I felt like I was living in a mass psychosis.
Because people are just ignoring the elephant in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The Buck said he's back.
Yeah, so I guess that I'm a little bit confused on the whole situation. I thought that was a funny move by Hunter, haha, jokes aside.
Yeah.
Giannis is back in Milwaukee, which to me is good news because it buys the Bucks a little bit of time.
For
right?
now.
It's something you and I have talked about at length for the last several weeks. Is if they get through the deadline, I think that's a good thing for the Bucks because they buy themselves some time. And even if it ends ultimately in divorce, I still think they get a massive package for him in the offseason because they're going to send him somewhere where he feels comfortable inking an extension. Right?
Yep.
That's ultimately why the offseason makes a lot of sense too, and on top of why the trade deadline would make sense if a trade is what happens.
I think we all said in the preceding moments it was most likely, and then I changed to it was most likely going to happen in the offseason, and then I changed to at the trade deadline just to be a contrarian because everyone agreeing is not as fun.
Yeah. That's actually what you said verbatim. Here's where I get confused, though, Josh. It is Giannis at the trade deadline yesterday post the "I'm not bleeping leaving" clip from Wolf of Wall Street, which is funny, but the caption is actually what threw me off more.
Yeah, it's very obvious what that is.
Legends don't chase, they attract. And it kind of reminds me of the Aaron Rodgers quote.
People come here to play with me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers' kind of behavior, right? Will he, won't he, will he, won't he? Does he want to be here? Does he not want to be here? And then I thought this was really interesting from Giannis' brother. Thanasis Antetokounmpo on the Thanalysis Show special, trade deadline special that they recorded yesterday afternoon. Kind of talked about these reports in a really interesting way that we will dissect in just a moment. But I want you to hear it for yourself. This is from Thanasis Antetokounmpo on the Thanalysis Show with Tony Cartagena.
What happened to integrity?
It's a great question.
What happened to, let me ask Giannis what's actually happening. Right? If I hear one more time, his camp said, where is camp? Like, we literally don't talk to nobody. I don't understand this notion of his camp said.
Is
this an American thing? Is this like, oh, his people said?
No, I think.
And this other person said.
So that's Thanasis saying he doesn't understand where the rumors are coming from. And I really liked the part at the end where he goes, and Josh, I think this is what that's what you're giggling at. Which, look, that family's awesome. TA's great. Giannis is great. We love what they've been able to do here in the city, and obviously, establish their lives in Milwaukee. But what are we doing here? These aren't made up out of thin air.
I don't know how to handle this with tact. They have the ability to say whatever they want. The Giannis camp, the Giannis himself. What Giannis is doing is very clearly just trying to curry favor and then to do exactly what he accomplished. He never asked to be traded. What is this all about? Shams and Windy all made it up. That's what that was. It's not truthful.
Yeah.
It's not what actually took place during the course of these past 2 weeks. None of that's true. I don't believe that all those teams and all those prospective offers were just made up of thin air and called to phones that weren't picked up in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's true. Do I think there's truth to the fact that the Bucks were probably never really all that interested? Maybe. But they at least were entertaining it. They were at least were listening. That's not all untrue. So, like, you can break it down however you want, and Giannis has done a very good job of saying all the things fans want to say and then stopping just short of saying the trade request. He says all the things that imply a trade request, but never says it, so therefore people can go and say, this never happened, it didn't take place that way. We already have the caveat of him telling him his agent doesn't speak for him. His agent just speaks when he wants to.
It all goes back to the rant I went on last week where I was just tired.
Yeah.
And I said, just tell us what you want.
Right.
And
it
now,
awfully curious. The first time Giannis has ever had anything to say about this is after the trade deadline, and he wasn't traded, and he's stuck here through the end of the season.
It's not the only thing he had to say because obviously he had the aforementioned pieces with Jim Owczarski
right,
and
but
Eric Name.
in controlled settings. But he could have shut down any trade stuff 3 days ago,
and he didn't.
It's really annoying that he won't do it. Or just pick a side.
He didn't do it because he wanted to be traded. And I don't think people understand that.
I think I don't know if "want" is the right word, but yes, I mean we're nitpicking.
Prefers.
He elected,
I think he was open to it. Right?
He elected not to say that same exact. He could have done that tweet 7 days ago.
Legends don't chase, they attract.
And it would have sent the message, and we would all have to say, well, that seems like it's done. And the only way this could happen is the Bucks decide, oh, well, it's time for us to move on.
Yeah.
And that's the only way it would trade.
Now, the interesting part for me is legends don't chase, they attract. Tells me he's committed long term. Right? That tells me in his mind, that's him saying, we're not doing this again in the offseason.
I do think he made a folly there.
Okay.
Because I don't think that means he's going to be here long term. I don't think those two. I don't think his statements and the accuracy of that are mutually exclusive.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm saying in the way I'm reading it,
yes,
it's not incorrect.
I don't think so, but I don't know if he necessarily meant it that way.
And that's where the misstep comes in.
Yes. That to me is where the mistake is, because people are going to be able to look back and point at that. We're just in this dance of he's not going to request a trade, but he's going to, behind the scenes, keep saying it, and it doesn't benefit the Bucks in any way to say that Giannis has requested a trade or Giannis would prefer to be traded. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to do this back and forth. Every side's going to get to believe what they want. The truth probably lies in the middle, where I'm sure not everything reported over the past 2 weeks is 100% accurate, nor do I think there have been no conversations or maybe no one said, I want to be traded, but they've made it very clear.
It's abundantly clear that both sides were open to it.
Yes.
And that's where I get fed up with the fan reaction.
Right.
Of, well, Shams is an idiot, and you know, all the other all the
Shams
other
has made a
responses.
living off of these rumors, saying it 700 times, and then, like, that's why I'm fed up with it. Like, we're making a living off of just rumors.
Is he not supposed to report it?
Yeah.
This insider stuff, though, is
in
stupid.
lieu of what?
Like, it's annoying. Like, okay, great.
Well,
I don't
that's
know
too
why my
bad. That's what
camera's
it,
like
that's
that,
what
by
it
the way.
takes when you have a superstar. That's superstar having. That's having a superstar who every time he goes out and there's opportunity to speak, he says something along the lines, I want to be here as long as we're competing for championships. Or I evaluate every single year what's going on. That leaves the opportunity for speculation. So if you're sick of it, be sick of Giannis too, because he feeds into it just as much as Shams does. This isn't a one-way street here, and I'm sick of pretending like it is because it's hurting people's feelings, because they're so emotionally attached to him. That's not the reality of what's happening. You have a superstar who wants to win. wants to win really, really bad. And he doesn't care where the winning happens. He wants to win. That's it. Period. End of sentence.
Yeah.
If any other superstar did the exact same thing, the speculation would be oddly similar. It's not like Shams is treating it differently because it's Giannis and the Bucks.
There is no equal to what we've experienced from Giannis over the course of the past 3-4 years.
As much as I hate this, I mean, I think everything you're saying is correct.
Yeah.
And there's been this weird attitude from...
It's woe is me, Wisconsin sports fans. Everyone's out to get us.
Right, but yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's
not the reality.
Nobody wants a generational superstar in small old Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I don't think that's...
Hang on. You know very well that if the NBA had their druthers, they would much rather see the superstars be in bigger markets. You cannot deny that part of it.
Yeah, okay.
I think
what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
No, because Strouf just
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Yes,
Are you
and
a
they
Thunder?
would prefer,
Are you
hang on. No.
Are you implying
We're
that
not
the
going to
NBA
do
is
this.
talking to
You're
Shams
not
and telling
gonna
him to start reporting erroneously stuff? Like, what is that?
No.
What does that mean?
You guys are completely taking what I'm saying and completely ignoring it. I am not saying they are manufacturing anything. All I just said was that if the NBA had their choice, they would have all of their
then
superstars.
what does that mean, Hunter? Okay, you said something.
Right.
Expand on it. That means nothing to me.
Strouf just said, no, they don't want the superstars in the bigger markets. Yes, they do. They would prefer that all of the superstars are there. You just said it.
I said there's a manufactured belief that the NBA is trying to push Giannis out of Milwaukee, and that's just not. It's not the case.
Do you realize how good it was for the NBA that the Bucks won a championship? That brings new basketball fandom to a part of the United States that has not ever had that.
Yeah,
having superstars
look
in small
at your
markets.
friends. How many of your friends became suddenly huge Bucks fans over the past 4 or 5 years?
Right.
I mean, all my friends are kind of at work, so they already pay attention to them. So didn't really change a whole lot for me.
Huh?
All of my friends are what?
What?
I don't. Okay. All of my friends kind of work at the stations where we already cared about the Bucks.
Gotcha. I was like, what do you mean?
They're at work.
I thought you meant they were at their jobs.
No, here at work.
Gotcha.
I understand. That makes more sense.
I was going to say, what does Billy down at the car dealership can we mean?
Anyway. So I guess I hear you, Hunter. I agree that if the NBA had their choice, of course they want everybody in LA, right?
Yep.
That's LeBron and
they prefer LeBron wasn't in his 40s.
Yeah, they wish LeBron was Bronny, right? They want him in LA the whole time, and
they
obviously
prefer Bronny was good.
that too. He got an All-Star vote though. They want the Knicks to be relevant. I'm not disagreeing with that point, but I guess there are Bucks fans that have gone on and on and on.
Yes.
About, the NBA / the insiders don't want a superstar in a smaller market.
Yes.
And my follow-up to that would then be, why hasn't SGA been pushed out of Oklahoma City? Why hasn't the dynasty that is currently happening in Oklahoma City, why hasn't that been broken up?
Because it's
actually
currently a
been added
dynasty. They haven't gotten to the point of where they aren't competing for championships. Would be the other argument.
But if I'm to push back the complaints that go back for people for Giannis, because I've seen people say it's 9 to 10 years of this.
Yeah,
that predates Giannis's
superstardom.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure if we tracked it, it was those 2 years leading up to 21 after they lose to Toronto, and then that 2019 with the COVID that went away when they were clearly competing in 21. They win it in 21. And then post the 22
he signed
season.
Hold on. You're missing a key piece though, Hunter, because he signed the Supermax in 20.
Yeah, but I'm saying
so that's kind of when it went away.
Yeah,
right?
it's been a up and down thing, but it has been about that long. I want to be clear.
It definitely started in 19. Yeah. No doubt. But it was because there was a looming contract decision to be made.
I do want to be clear with this as well, just so nobody misunderstands where I stand on this. I do not think Shams or any of those guys have lied on the air. I do not think that there is some big collusion effort to say that the NBA wants him out of Milwaukee. I don't think that at all. So I would just want to be clear on that. I am just trying to have the other side of the argument here, so it isn't all four of us saying the same thing, that narrative is ridiculous.
I mean, fair enough.
Hey, it's Brad.
Fair enough.
Who invited him today?
Yeah, who allows him to show up after he ditches us 2 weeks in a row?
If you're going to be off the show, we will require a handwritten letter.
Handwritten.
14 days in advance.
Okay, an apology in there as well. What else is required?
That's what's required right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the apologies for right now.
From the deepest areas of my heart, it saddens me that I missed this monumental show a couple weeks in a row.
I'll
But
take a
thank
Diet
you,
Coke, too.
Take a Diet Coke? It's actually a good choice.
Yeah.
Why is it dark back there with
Oh, so Joshy.
Yeah, I had a little eye snafu. 2 days ago, 2 mornings ago, I woke up and felt like I had something in my eye. It appears I might have scratched my eye in my sleep.
Oh.
So it felt like I had something in my eye for multiple days. Yet yesterday, I had light sensitivity. It's now since gone away, but I was just resting my eyes as much as I could for the day.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I literally in the 3rd Street Market Hall saw a guy who had one of those blind walker things or whatever. I was just thinking to myself, man, it would be brutal to be blind.
I've had only really 2 eye instances where it's like, man, we need these puppies.
Yeah.
I use this thing a lot.
Of all the senses to lose,
Yes.
a sight would be one of
Yeah,
the worst.
That's a great question.
It's eyesight by far.
Yeah.
It's the word. It makes it's
What about
the
taste?
most difficult.
Because we all went through it, I would imagine, in
Taste,
COVID. If anybody had COVID,
I did not lose.
I
the
lost
taste
my
at
taste
all.
and smell for a few weeks. That
I
was
know
horrible.
people who
I
lost
did
it
as
for
well.
multiple years.
The smell, I know several. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, losing taste, very strange sensation.
The other
Very
one that's
strange.
super dangerous and people have to make their lives specifically and design their lives around this is not having a sense of pain or the touch sensation.
Yeah, touch. That's a subtle one.
People can get themselves extremely burnt, or they hit their arm and they bleed, but it causes blood everywhere because they don't address wounds because they can't feel it.
Yeah, for frozen limbs, frostbite, things like that.
It's very dangerous.
Another thing that was interesting from the scent one is smelling smoke.
This
Things
is
like that.
involved.
Smelling gas, right?
Yes.
There are things that literally put your life
Natural gas, they put the rotten egg smell in to say, heads up, something's going wrong.
something's wrong.
This conversation has evolved rather quickly. Wow, that
Brad,
was.
where you at in Giannis?
Oh yeah.
No, we're not talking. I'm done with Giannis. I'm sick of Giannis. We're done talking about Giannis. I do want Hunter to bring up his stat of the day for Brad Nortman, who's been joining us every Friday. Hunter, your stat of the day today.
Brad Nortman in Super Bowl 50, 7 punts, 135 yards. That's a 45-yard average.
Pretty good.
One of the best games of your
does that
career
rank?
came
Pretty
in the
good.
Super Bowl.
Hunter, can I
which
ask
means-
you to do some work? Where does that rank all time for punting in the Super Bowl?
Oh, I'll get right on
Wow,
that.
that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Are we going total yards, number of punts, average? What one do we want?
Let's do average and total, right?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
seems like a fair.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Okay.
I do know that the opposing punter, Britton Colquitt, for the Denver Broncos. So I had 7 punts, Hunter. Does that sound right?
Yeah, 7.
He had 8. And they won the game. Isn't that crazy?
15 punts in that game.
So I sort of have mentally
What's the average punt in a game?
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so
it's
it's
one a quarter.
And
Yeah.
nowadays it's even less. I think punting is at an all-time low in the NFL. It's a problem, guys. It's a problem because the kickers are kicking longer than they ever have. The new kickoff rules makes the field position better, and statistics,
Teams are
the
going for
analytics,
it.
people are going for it on 4th down. So it's an epidemic.
But you still need a punter.
You do because I think
Who's going to hold the field goals?
I mean, backup quarterback would be the next thing, but we are not eliminating punters. However, I think it was a little
Epidemic.
over 4 was the average when I played.
Yeah.
Now it's only a little over 3.
Yeah, I
down
would
to full
imagine.
punted
Okay.
game, which doesn't sound much,
I mean,
but that's a lot.
how many games did the Packers lose this season without punting? 2?
I think it was more than that,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, the punter for the 49ers, I believe, didn't punt for a month. There's something crazy
Man.
like that.
That's a good gig.
Yeah. It
And the
Put your uniform on.
And they're
Just-
probably, I would assume, because of the salary cap, they're probably making a little bit more money than even you did.
Yeah, they are.
And they're
They are.
playing less than you did.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Do you feel like you were born at the wrong time?
I do. And some of these guys are NIL guys. And
Oh, it's a great point.
Punters at P4, legitimate places. I mean, they're making 175 to 125 punters in college.
Wow. Yeah, imagine if you're like one of the, was it the Lou Garza?
Yeah.
If you're one of those guys that is there multiple years, probably make some good change.
Yes. Yeah, you would. You really would. Maybe you go and transfer a couple times. But yeah, I've never watched the film on the Super Bowl 50 game. Ironically, do you remember like a year and a half ago, I went and did like the NFL like media boot camp kind of thing. So like on the day that we were supposed to like put makeup on and like wear the suit and like do all like call a game with I called the game with Chris Rose and like, do all the things where it's kind of like rubber to the road. They put us in like the NFL network green room. Super nice, super huge TVs, whatever. And they put the NFL network on. And of course, happened to be on replay with Super Bowl 50. In also at the boot camp was Chris Harris. He was a cornerback for the team, for the Broncos that won the game. So he was really giving me a hard time. He's really good. Yeah. He was like, "How you feeling about watching this, Norman?" I was like, "Not good, pal." So I've never like watched it except for clips in the green room of that game. I can't bring myself to watch it.
So it's been 10 years, right? I mean, this is obviously Super Bowl 60 coming up on Sunday. You're wearing your Super Bowl 50 sweatshirt.
I am.
That ironically was also in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yes. Yes.
But so you don't think you'll ever watch it?
I don't think I will. Is
that the most heartbreaking loss of your career?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just it was so
Rose Bowls.
Yeah.
But
those Hail Mary losses.
When you're growing up, you're thinking, I'm doing this at the Super Bowl.
Well, the other thing, though, is his final game in the NFL was an AFC Championship game.
That was also heartbreaking, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring it up.
Yeah, the Super Bowl
Anything
is
else
one.
you want to talk about?
Pour some more salt in the wound.
How's your childhood dog doing?
Yeah. Long gone, long dead. I think it's the only game where I look at and think maybe the AFC Championship game, where it's like, I wonder if my career would have been different winning that game. Like, I mean, being a Super Bowl winning punter versus Super Bowl losing punter, not a big difference. It probably all unfolds the same way. But there is something about, I was texting this with JJ Jansen, currently long snapper of Panthers right now. He went out to San Francisco to support Luke Kuechly getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame last night. Congrats, Luke. And he was like, it's weird going back out. He called it the scene of the crime. Yeah. Where he's just like, I've never watched the game. And we were just like texting a little bit about what could have been. Because I've said this before on the program, but I remember distinctly practicing at San Jose State, going back into the locker room and pardon the interruptions on. And they're going through their quick hitters. And they were debating that if the Panthers won, 15-1 team, I mean, we just rolled through the playoffs, would they be the second best team of all time? Behind the 72 Dolphins. And they're like, well, 85 Bears, whatever. But that's the kind of teams our team was being described as.
Yeah.
And obviously it didn't work out that way. But because of that, I'm like sort of going back and reading articles. And we had 4 turnovers and 12 penalties. That's a bad game. So that's how.
And 7 punts.
And 7 punts. That's how the opposing punter can have 8. And Peyton Manning only have like 140 yards passing. And they go.
Wow, you almost had as many yards as Peyton Manning.
How about that? I think I had more.
You had 135?
Has there ever been a time where the losing punter had more? Now, that would be something. The losing punter had more punting yards than the winning quarterback.
Think about the numbers you just tried to float out there.
What?
Brad Nortman punted 7 times.
For 135 yards.
Oh, it was 135?
It was 315.
He averaged,
I had the two numbers flipped around.
yards of punt.
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at the graphic.
Yeah, I had the two numbers flipped around. My bad. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh,
I do have the ranking.
You had bad. Okay, I was I was doing the math in my head. Going,
that doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? That was Brett had a terrible day.
Yeah.
He's kicking 7-yard punts out there,
and we wonder why we lost.
So, Brad, all time in the Super Bowl, you are 10th in most punting yards with 315.
Wow.
You missed out
Top
on
10?
being number 9 by 1 yard. Could have really gone up if you had gotten 2 more yards.
I know.
Could have got yourself up to number 8. You're
So
tied.
in the 40,
right.
Sorry, the 43-yard and 43.5-yard average. That's with the return.
I think it was 45 something.
45 average
Gotcha.
is good for 8th all time average yards. Matt Ariza
Good for you.
against the Eagles last year, 51.8, number 1 all time.
Wow. That is.
And you're tied with a bunch of guys for
punters.
4th most punts in a Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Brad
And
Maynard
Britton Cole quit?
in the 2001 Giants-Ravens. He was the Giants punter. He punted 11 times, 422 yards.
That is brutal.
That's a slog.
Brutal.
Okay. Interesting. To go back to what you're saying, though, because I'm very intrigued by it, and I almost feel like this is therapeutic for you on Super Bowl week.
Yeah, you're making me relive.
You say, and I'm going to ask you a question. You do not have to answer this.
Okay.
But you mentioned the other game you think about a lot is that AFC Championship game, which ultimately ended up being your last game in the NFL with the Jaguars in 2017. You think if you win that game, your career's extended one way or another?
I don't know. Maybe there's. It's interesting what people do, what teams do when you experience heart-wrenching losses, right? I feel like it's not unlike what people are maybe thinking about, and maybe why the Bucs waited to trade Giannis, because in the wake of not winning something, you feel the urge to change, right? It's okay, we're right there, but what else can we do, right? How can we move things around? So I wonder if we would have beat the Patriots in 2017, go on to play the Eagles, and maybe we beat them, would they try to run it back? Would they feel like, oh, we are good, we don't need to find areas of cap space? It felt like there was a push to add more pieces, and we're right there at the AFC Championship game. If we just do a little bit more, if we move this and that around, and a good place to save money is punter, obviously. But Logan Cook, the guy they drafted, is amazing.
He's still there,
He's like the best punter in the NFL.
He's still there.
So I don't know.
I still think they screwed you. You don't have to say that. I will say that, though.
Yeah,
I think they screwed you.
I think that if they wanted to move on, they should just done it at a different time.
Because the timeline, because they cut you, the day after the draft?
Yeah.
Which is just the worst time.
Worst day of the calendar year to be released. So, yeah. Wow, what a day. Reliving getting released and losing the Super Bowl and all that kind of stuff.
Good job,
This is what happens when you skip us 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We relive your darkest days.
This is the punishment.
Okay, brighter things. Super Bowl 60 is coming up on Sunday. You'll watch, I assume.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so no PTSD totally from the Super Bowl.
No,
you still watch the games.
I'll still dedicatedly watch the Super Bowl.
It's Seahawks, Patriots, which are just two fascinating teams to me, right? Because 2 years ago, both of these teams were pretty darn bad. Obviously, last year, the Patriots won 3 games, and they bring in Mike Vrabel. They spend the most money in free agency. Drake May takes a huge step forward. But specifically, the quarterbacks are fascinating to me. Let's start with Sam Darnold. Like, what a journey. It's just something, though, we've seen happen more in recent time in the NFL, it seems, where a quarterback is drafted high, they fail in the spot they're drafted to because, like a lot of these teams that are drafting quarterbacks high a lot, they're flawed organizations. They're flawed from the top down. Darnold went to the Jets, flawed, bounced around the league, spent some time with Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, lands in, obviously has a great year last year, becomes a free agent, signs big in Seattle, and just totally has rejuvenated his career over the course of the last 2 years. It seems like that's happening more and more in the league, which is fascinating to me.
It does, and I feel like that wasn't the case even 10 years ago.
I totally agree.
I think he would have been labeled as a bust 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and then that's that. Like, he never gets a shot to be another quarterback.
Right, Baker Mayfield's another good example of this.
He is,
Yeah.
Yep. So I wonder why that is. I think that there's a level of desperation to find a quarterback that works, and I think that if you can't find him in the draft, maybe you find a retread. I also think that offensive coaches have gotten a lot better. I think that Clint Kubiak for the Seahawks is really good. I think that Kevin O'Connell, obviously, from Minnesota is really good. He found himself with good coaches that allows him to play his best. And it makes me wonder about Jordan Love. Like, Jordan Love getting drafted to the Green Bay Packers, if he was drafted anywhere else, I don't think he has the career he has. I mean, maybe he ends up resurfacing later because his traits are off the charts. But to find the right environment with the right system, with the right coach, and allow you to grow. Because even if Sam Darnold would be drafted by, whatever, the Seahawks today,
sure,
I still don't think he is where he is. Like, I think it just takes a minute for the game to slow down. And not everybody is like Drake May, where it's year 2 and he's already, second MVP voting. Right. So it's fascinating to see. It's a pretty cool story. I like these sort of resurrection stories of Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. It's just, you get humbled in a way that only the NFL can humble you. And to see them come out on the other side, it's just fun to see.
Yeah, Geno Smith was the other name that came to mind, but he was awful this year.
Yeah.
But obviously when he wound up in Seattle, he had a couple really good years under Pete Carroll.
Baker last season.
Yeah, we mentioned
kind of a
Baker.
reemergence.
Yeah.
I think it's just about every year. Daniel Jones was the one this year.
Yeah.
Who out of nowhere, right? He sucks with the Giants. He bounces around the league a little bit, and then prior to, I think he had an Achilles injury in Indianapolis, but they were off to like an unbelievable start. And he was in the MVP conversation prior to his injury. It seems every year we're getting one of those, which is really interesting.
You wonder who's next, Anthony Richardson, or there's plenty of guys that
Malik Willis.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's
Justin Fields.
Yep, Justin Fields.
Where is he these days?
He was with the Jets, and then he declined a Pro Bowl invite.
I did see that.
So crazy.
Thanks to Shador.
Power move.
Thanks to Shador.
Did we see the fella who decided to vote for Justin Herbert for MVP?
Yeah, so I saw the reasoning.
What was the reasoning?
He had a decent point.
It sucked.
It sucks. I believe his name is Sam Monson. I think he's an Irish dude who covers the NFL.
He used to work for PFF. He's known for driving a bright yellow Camaro year-round, even in the winter, and wearing extremely
Why do you know
big
so
and
much
gaudy
about
watches.
him?
I followed him for 10-plus years, and it was an attention grab. He immediately burst through the breach and said, I was the Justin Herbert voter. And then he spent the following 2 hours replying to everybody.
Effectively, his reasoning is it's on that word. It's on the V word. It's on value, right? He didn't have an offensive line. He brought his team to the Super Bowl. He was still good despite all the adversity. Or, excuse me, the playoffs. I have Super Bowl on the mind. I apologize.
Yeah. Like statistically, he was like the 20th best quarterback this year.
The Herbert vote was ridiculous. And to be real honest with you, I don't necessarily understand the Josh Allen first place votes. I thought he had a really good season.
That just seemed like people who probably aren't paying that much attention that just vote for Josh Allen because he's Josh Allen.
And Josh Allen is a terrific quarterback and still had a really good season.
It's sort of like I don't think anybody is actually better than LeBron, so he's the MVP, like, during his prime. Like,
yeah, if you're going to, like, do a redraft, like, who would you take first overall?
Right, and it was LeBron for, like, 12 years.
So Matt Stafford, 24 votes, Drake May, 23. Matt Stafford won by one first-place vote. It feels like it's a career accomplishment award.
It sure is. It's very annoying the way it took place.
I totally thought Drake May was deserving.
The way all the media sort of at the same time started adding new rules to what an MVP is, like the strength of schedule and strength of opponents faced. Like, that was very bizarre to me when that's never been part of an MVP conversation.
So they're using a air quotes, lighter schedule that the Patriots experienced.
Yes, which was actually
saying that the Rams NFC West is the best.
Which is actually inaccurate when you go by like defensive EPA or defensive DVOA. They both played like 17.
You think you're a nerd, man? You should listen to this guy once in a while.
Big stats guy. I love that. But I think what May did is more impressive.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Second year in the NFL. Yes. A worse team, in my opinion, than the Rams. Obviously, they're in the Super Bowl, so they have to be pretty good. But, first year head coach and Vrabel.
It's just a crazy turnaround.
It's crazy. It's a crazy turnaround.
And what he does with his legs.
Less weapons. Stafford has so many weapons.
And, what did Matthew Stafford have? Like 13 one-yard touchdown passes or something?
Devontae Adams caught probably double digits.
I mean, there was times they would get to the 1-yard line and they'd throw it to Devontae 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Why do you do that?
Because you're trying to pump up. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was famous for it.
Yeah.
You're trying to pump up your stats.
And
it works. And I mean,
right, you score touchdowns.
If you throw 3, 50-50 balls to Devontae Adams, he's going to come up with one.
It's not horribly statistically to run.
The idea is basically it's Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to throw, or Matthew Stafford in this. They're not going to throw an interception. So the worst that happens is we end up 4th down from the 1-yard line and we figure out what we want to do.
Okay, we got to get Brad out of here. So rapid fire real quick. Game winner.
Seattle.
Heads or tails in the coin toss?
Heads.
That's my guy. Gatorade color poured on the winning coach. You think it's going to be McDonald?
Yellow.
Interesting.
Mostly we had yellow on our sidelines, so I don't know.
Wow,
is that consistent? Any stadium you go to?
I think
it's a team choice.
Yeah, team preference.
Team choice. I mean, I don't know who these teams are that are having purple. I never had purple on the sideline.
Wow.
It's weird we're talking about flavors as if they're colors. The purple flavor.
I'm an orange
famous
guy.
for Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I'm an orange.
Orange. We had orange every once in a while too.
Orange is good. That's an underrated Gatorade.
Yeah.
Do the players actually pick that, or does the training staff?
I don't know who selects it. I never.
You
cast
were
my
never
votes.
asked.
Yeah, I never asked. But you want a flavor that's not dominant, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go over and have like blue. I feel like blue's a little dominant. I feel like purple's dominant.
Yeah,
I don't want to then have to
purple's the best.
Feel purple on my mouth.
It's
for
good
30
and not my
minutes.
favorite. I feel purple, not grape. Purple.
Exactly.
What about the cucumber lemon one?
Cucumber lemon.
Okay, we're done.
It sounds like it's a top shelf.
Last question. Do you know a single Bad Bunny song?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I think if I hear it, maybe I'll know it, but I don't. If you put a
Probably unlikely.
weapon to my head, I would not.
Will you dance during the halftime show? Like, will you get off the couch and dance?
No.
Are
definitely
you
not.
dancing?
I think tomorrow I will. Yeah, he makes
in your
dancing
apartment?
music.
Tomorrow.
With my girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You're gonna
Sunday,
take your
whatever.
girlfriend's hand and dance.
Yeah,
with
let's spin around, a little tango. I don't know.
Poor girl.
her. Seriously.
She loves me. Let's just don't act like woe is her, man. She loves her.
A quick Super Bowl halftime story. So when we played at the Super Bowl 10 years ago, we made a big deal about, hey, we really want to go to the stadium. I'd never been to the stadium before, like that specific stadium. So we want to go there on Wednesday to be able to walk the field, get visuals. So like I know what I'm doing with like my mental preparation leading up to it. So make a big deal. We get cars that take us from our hotel to the stadium on Wednesday. We show up. Beyonce's doing her.
Oh, wow.
She's doing her like whatever gear
Sound
up for
check.
it. Yeah, sound check. I was gonna say audition. It's not that, but like getting ready for it. So completely, we couldn't even go on the field. Beyonce.
Did you hear it?
We saw her from afar. Yeah, we heard her. We saw her from afar. We saw the dancing. All that kind of stuff.
Now, did you catch any of her performance during the Super Bowl?
No, you could hear like, like you do every once in a while because it's Coldplay and Bruno Mars as well that dropped in.
Wow, that's
It was a good
a heck of a
halftime
halftime show.
Yeah, so that was my one thing where I was like, I think that little speck over there is Beyonce because they didn't let us on the field.
Wow.
So how about that?
I enjoyed that story.
And then we walked away like, okay, well, thanks, Beyonce.
Well, Chris in the MK chimes in and says, cucumber lemon is fire on a hot day.
Love that. I'm a cucumber lemon guy.
Brad will work on getting you some cucumber lemon for next week. Thanks, buddy.
It sounds like a pinky out kind of drink. Thank you, guys.
That's Brad Nortman, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. Ben Brust always says that. I think that's insulting, but it feels applicable. Yeah, you heard him in the background? That is insulting. Feels applicable on a day like today, though, as we preview Super Bowl 60. By the way, 15 years ago today, Joshy, Super Bowl 45. Packers won the Super Bowl 15 years ago today. Where were you? What were you doing 15 years ago today?
I was at my friend Eric's parents' house where we watched every game that season that year.
Oh, so it was like a tradition thing.
Uh-huh.
How old were you 15 years ago? I don't know how old
23?
you are. Okay, so how many beers did you have that night?
A lot.
Yeah.
We drank a lot. And then we all went out after.
Nice.
Yeah. Everyone sort of at work had a get here some point.
Yeah.
There was a lot of celebration happening. Like downtown North Street used to be the happening place, turned into an absolute madhouse. It was a big party. I went out with my parents. I went out with his parents, a bunch of our friends. We were out till the wee hours of the night with work bright and early.
Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. You were the only one that was legal. Will was like 3.
Yeah.
9.
You were 9 in 2010? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Or 2011, I guess that was January of 2011. I was 12 when the Packers won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm 27. I guess I could just minus from my age. That would be easier.
Subtract.
Hunter,
and
were
4.
you legal?
No, this would
You're
have
not
been
a
my
Packers
freshman year at River Falls. So we, the swim team, we all went to the house that a bunch of the upperclassmen had, and I sat with the Vikings fans because being up in River Falls, it's a very split team, and we just stewed about the Packers winning a Super Bowl, and may or may not have a few drinks that was not legally allowed to have.
I think you're past the statute of limitations.
I know.
You're all right.
Making a joke.
Yeah.
I had a lot of highlights
Drank
that
in
night.
college? That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Who drinks in college?
I
Hunter?
know, right?
You're such a rebel. I was 12. I made a in Wrightstown, Wisconsin, where my dad lived at the time. I made a snow Lombardi trophy after the game.
I stripped down to my boxers and did a snow angel.
I almost swore. I was just saying that's effing awesome.
Because I said I would do it beforehand, like before the game started.
All right. This is our preview, our version of a preview of Super Bowl 60. Will Sommers has gone ahead, and I actually don't exactly know. He kind of just said, give me the ball, and you fill in the rest. So Will Sommers is going to help us preview Super Bowl 60 all together. It is Seahawks Patriots coming up Sunday at 5:30 Central. Go ahead, Will.
Start with the entrance to the stadium. Will Mac Hollins enter the stadium barefoot?
Yes.
It's minus 550 for yes.
Really?
No is plus 325.
Yeah, he won't be wearing
He's
shoes.
going to be doing something annoying. I've had.
You know what? Hold on. Before you continue, you know what makes complete sense? Josh being a Mac Hollins hater.
I've
It makes
had a
complete sense.
multi-year beef with Mac Hollins.
He resembles Aaron Rodgers' habits way too much.
He's way.
Well, they've
too
gone
much.
on retreats together, haven't they?
I don't know him. They share a lot of the same belief systems. I'll say that much.
Makes sense.
Hunter?
I mean, yeah, he's not wearing shoes. Like, come on.
There's going to be even more of a gimmick, by the way, too. It's not just going to be barefoot. He has some gimmick every time.
Yeah,
He was doing the Warriors thing, even though the side that he was talking about was the one who lost in the movie. Not that it's just.
Yeah, that's why it's weird.
Mac Hollins.
I
I hate it when people do that with like movies, and that I'm on Josh's side with this. Like, did you not watch that movie?
We could also point to the clip Giannis shared being foreshadowing for a bad decision.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great point.
I predict Mac Hollins is going to have, like, you ever seen the movie 300? He's going to do, like, a 300 entrance where he enters with, like, the cape.
Have we
Going to
seen
battle.
one of the
That's
most
my
popular
prediction.
movies in like the last 20 years?
Okay.
It's definitely not.
I promise you it is.
Look it up.
Oh, wow. Look it up off. Look it
There's
up
no
off.
way it is.
Look it up off. I like that prediction by you.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Will they mention the matchup is Mike versus Mike on the broadcast?
Ooh.
You can also guess
No.
which option is favored or not.
I'm going to guess yes is favored, but I'm going to agree with Josh here. I say no. I don't think they will explicitly. There's too much other things happening.
No is minus 300. Yes,
Yeah.
plus 200. So no is favored. Again with the broadcast, I got to find this one. Will Terry McAulay disagree with the call after
No.
review?
Absolutely not.
Yes is plus 100. No is minus 140.
Wow. They're giving him a lot more grace than I think he deserves.
I guess I don't know. This is on NBC? Terry McAulay's the NBC guy, right? Who's got the call? Is it Tarico and Collinsworth?
Yep.
It's NBC? Yeah, he's fine, actually. I don't mind him as much as
They're all pretty much similar.
I actually really liked Gene Steratore, and I do like him on college basketball. I can't stand him on the NFL anymore. I've got beef with these referees, the referee analysts.
I know this makes people very upset. It doesn't, for whatever reason, trigger me in a similar way as small things typically do. Like, I just always thought, yeah, they're going to kind of follow the party line. Yes. They have this job now because of what they did prior.
Right. Hunter?
I wasn't listening to you guys because I was looking up the 2007 box office numbers.
Will Terry McAulay disagree with a call that happens on the field?
Yes. This is the game.
There we
This is
go.
the game where they want the extra drama. So yeah, he's going to do it. By the way,
I actually don't hate that take.
Not a bad
all right,
theory.
2007 box
Wait,
office.
by
Go
the
ahead.
way, 300. This is the last 20 years, the top 100. It's 42.
What was it in 2007?
but 2007. So it
You
finished.
said 20 years.
2007. It broke the March debut record for a box office premiere. So it
You
had
said
one of the
last
best
20 years.
performances in a month ever. The movies that finished
I
ahead of it
remember when
in
300
07.
came out, it was huge.
Yes.
It was
And the movies that
gigantic.
beat it in the box office, Spider-Man 3, Transformers, Pirates of the Caribbean 3, Harry Potter 5.
Transformers.
Like, literally, again, some of the biggest
Man, what a
movies
good
to
year for
ever come out.
movies.
Yeah.
One of my
So yes,
first
300, one of the biggest
celebrity
in the last 20
crushes,
years.
thanks to Transformers.
Number 42.
One of my first
42.
one of my first celebrity crushes, thanks to Transformers.
Which song will Green Day play first in the pregame show?
Basket case.
There's
Yeah.
odds on these ones.
I was gonna say Basket Case.
Basket Case is not the most popular. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Is American Idiot the first
Probably.
Ding.
political statement?
Plus
Yeah.
100, American Idiot.
See, I don't think they're going to go to that right away because everybody's waiting for that.
Yeah, it's going to
You know what
be
I'm
like
saying? Like, you keep...
Boulevard of Broken
A lot
Dreams.
of value on Boulevard of Broken
What's the
Dreams.
one that
Plus
goes-
500.
Didn't it.
Holiday?
No, not Holiday. Is that
That's
is that
one of
Brain
their-
Stew?
Yes, that's one of
That's
their
not even
early
on
ones.
here. It's not listed on the odds.
I think
Holiday plus 750.
I think they basically are going to stick to the American Idiot album for their stuff because that was their big. Yeah, but it was like
what about
their most popular.
Is it too slow for this? There's always songs, about like, or there's always references, I should say. When the football season starts, wake me up when September ends. It's too slow. It's a bad take. Why is Ron in the key calling us, Will?
I don't know. Will Bad Bunny expose a nipple?
Yes.
Yeah, he might just be shirtless.
I don't think he'll wear a shirt.
Yes is minus 450. So
oh, boy.
Heavy odds on that one.
Is that like Janet Jackson inspired?
That's what they're playing off of.
I have to guess so.
Hey, Will. What did you ask me earlier today about Janet Jackson?
Well, Kyle, I had never seen the Super Bowl halftime video until Kyle told me about it.
You told me you didn't even know who Janet Jackson was.
I knew who Janet Jackson was. I didn't know she was related to Michael Jackson. I wasn't alive.
All right, keep going.
Will Stephon Diggs propose to Cardi B after the game?
No.
No.
Long odds on this one.
Yeah, no.
Plus 1,000. Yes. We got. Will a Patriots linebacker catch a pass in the game?
That's the Mike Vrabel reference?
Yeah,
I think he did that once. I also say no, but I think that's a Mike Vrabel reference.
Yeah,
it's only plus 600 for yes.
No, because they haven't done that all year, and he's not the type of coach to do something like that outside of the norm.
He's not a get cute guy.
Will Seattle attempt to pass from the opponent's 1-yard line?
No, because I don't think they'll ever be on the opponent's 1-yard line.
Ooh.
Oh, I see. I was thinking their own.
Not their own. It's a.
Yeah.
No, they won't. They run the ball so much too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Plus
But you know what? That little pop pass, I could see them getting Shaheed a little speed.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's tricky.
That play
Yeah.
counting as a pass is where that one could get tricky.
Yeah. I'm going yes. Reversal, yes.
Nice. Plus 600.
Because everyone knows they want to run. Bring something different. But don't run that same concept. Or run it, but fake out of it.
Or
Trick them.
run an
I got one
RPO
more.
and then Darnold keeps it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think is the most popular pick for color of Gatorade liquid will be poured on the winning coach?
Wait, you're not asking what we think. You're asking what we think the most popular pick is?
Mm-hmm.
I would guess it's probably clear.
Blue.
Blue and orange tied.
I'm an orange guy.
Plus 240.
I'm an
I'm
orange guy.
clear. I've picked clear.
Yeah, it won't be blue given that both teams' primary color is blue. So
Clear / water.
Oh, actually.
Plus 700.
God, Hunter's actually had some very good points today. He had some bad ones, too, but he's had some good ones. That's an excellent point.
What?
It won't be blue because both teams have blue in their colors.
Why wouldn't it be blue?
I just think it's a heady play by Hunter.
I think teams want to have that shot of their coach getting doused in a color, and you don't want it to look like potentially your jersey or like if I don't even know who's wearing white in this one. Like if it's Seattle, they're gonna have a blue helmet, so you're gonna have a bunch of blue in the shot already. I think those teams think about that stuff. If they don't, they should hire me to think about that stuff. I do that.
I mean, but it's also like one of the biggest productions in the world, right? Every year the Super Bowl is.
The thing I don't know though is they usually leave that up to the players.
You don't think
was always my understanding.
You don't think there's anybody directing going, "Hey, use this one, dump this one,"
or they may not even give them an option of the blue color though, and say like they'll give them the illusion of choice. Come on, it's America, Josh. There's no real choices.
If we were the team that won the Super Bowl, me and Will are the ones picking up the water jug to pour it on Josh, right? That would be the scenario.
Seems most likely.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd be able to carry your.
And Hunter would just. Hunter, that's rude. Hunter would be off to the side going, these kiddos and their shenanigans.
These rascals.
You'd be arguing with a wall about 300 being a top 20 movie.
Jeez.
He's hung up on that.
That means
Will, heads or tails?
That means you know I was right.
It wasn't even in the top 40.
Heads or tails?
Tails. Never fails.
Joshy.
Tails.
Hunter?
Yeah, tails.
All right, me and Nortman are alone. I'm a heads guy. I bet heads every year. I bet $100 on heads last year and it lost. Wasn't my proudest gambling moment.
You okay? Like
I always
you're putting
try to
100
throw
on
a
it?
couple. I think I put 150 on the game last year, and 100 of it was on the coin toss.
Remember me and Josh won some money last year. I tailed his bet.
Oh, yeah, you had a really good one last year.
Jalen Hurts longest rush plus 900.
No, and it was parlayed with I think it was Xavier Worthy to lead. Or no, it was.
Oh yeah,
Here, let's give
really
everybody
good
a little
Super Bowl
tease.
last year.
You did. You had a great Super Bowl last year.
Won like $200.
Give everybody a little tease. There will be a special edition of the Big Game Weekly Wager tomorrow from 12 until 3 on ESPN Milwaukee, as well as on YouTube here at ESPN Milwaukee. It'll be Joshy, Ben Brust, and Jen Latta live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook, where, of course, you can get a ton of action. Even some of the ones we'll list it. Actually, I can't. I don't think any of those would be on
there's
there.
gaming commissions, and they're trying to stay.
But the Gatorade color, you can bet on it.
What I will, I can't promise we're going to have as much success as last year on the bets.
But if I said, hey, give me what you feel is your most sure thing bet that maybe has a little bit of juice to it.
Sure thing, that's way different because most sure thing, the one I'm feeling really good about, the total right now, playing that down.
Oh, and still taking the under?
Yeah. That one seems a little fun.
What is it, 45.5?
I think it is, and I think if you go to 40, you're getting like plus 180. I
love that.
I even took it to 35.5 and got it into big territory.
I was thinking about
That's
teasing it up a point.
But as I was saying, I can't guarantee we're going to hit another plus 900, but I can guarantee every single bet they offer, I will have looked at it and thought about it because I do it every year.
Do you have any in your pocket?
Do I have any in my pocket? Yes. Longest rush, Travion Henderson. Most rushing yards in the game, Travion Henderson. A.J. Barner to score a touchdown. A.J. Barner to lead the game in receiving yards.
Whoa, that's an out there one.
Yeah.
But Christian Gonzalez will be on JSN.
Yeah. Milton Williams to have a sack. You could get plus odds on that one at over half a sack. Like I've been already farming the mines for interesting ones.
I love that. Okay. Well, we'll have plenty more where that came from. 12 to 3 tomorrow after Sunday Karma on the big.
You keep saying tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, it's not. You said that earlier too.
I just wanted to be here. Yeah, just wanted to be here. It's on Sunday.
I mean, in his
event
defense,
between today and Sunday,
Super Bowl should either be a Saturday or you do it. You make President's Day a federal holiday, and then we extend the NFL season, or you push the start of the NFL season a week, so that way then you get that Monday after the Super Bowl off.
Hold on, I'm still hung up on Will. Sorry, Hunter. There's another big event between now and Sunday.
National Marquette Day.
Is that a big event this year?
Yes.
They stink.
It is for Will.
Yeah.
Will didn't go to Marquette.
It's going to be hosting.
yeah, Strouf. This is Just keep bringing me down, man. It's cool.
You're a bad teammate.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only comment I'm going to add is I won't be within the greater downtown area any closer than I have to be.
Potawatomi will be your only near downtown appearance.
Yeah.
I might come join you over there.
Yeah, it's
Well, I guess that's Sunday.
Yes.
I keep thinking it's tomorrow.
Do we have to write down the day of the week for you? Like,
No, the issue is the Super Bowl doesn't feel, to Hunter's earlier point, it doesn't feel like it should be on a Sunday to begin with. It should be on Saturday. The playoffs have had, I guess, outside of championship weekend, but there was obviously Saturday games. We've had a week off. I'm all confused.
I don't know how well versed you are in like approval ratings and how they can be affected. And this isn't a political comment. Just precedent as a whole. If they made the day after the Super Bowl a holiday, that's instantly like a 5% approval rating bump,
totally.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even more.
Totally.
Like if you just say, hey, guess what? This isn't a national holiday now.
But the issue with that is, Joshy, we're doing irrelevant on Monday, even if it is
Correct.
a holiday.
Yes,
right?
it's
Like,
not
we're
for
working
us.
anyway.
Yeah, it's not an us thing.
But it's a greater good thing.
Yes.
We're unselfish, greater good
Yeah,
thing.
not every policy we believe in has to benefit us directly.
Will, you got the Seahawks?
I want the Seahawks, and give me the points too. 4.5.
Yeah, like that. Hunter?
Jake Bobo anytime touchdown.
That was spoiled in the NFC Championship game.
Spoiled or a preview?
I don't know if they could do double bobos.
Great sentence. Double
We
bobos.
could do double bozos. I'm looking at too.
wow.
Air horn.
Nah, you've been on my nerves today.
See that 300 things coming back to haunt.
I feel like
42,
I'm fighting the battle of 300 right now.
42, huh?
I didn't make the list.
Hunter?
You're missing the historical context of what that movie represented.
Hunter, pick the game.
Seahawks.
Pick the game.
You broadened it to 20 years. I missed the historical
Pick
reference.
the game.
I said Seahawks.
Seahawks, points, money line, and the under.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait, I got one more. Alex Strouf over 4.5 meaningless tweets.
Oh, that
Crushed
line is
the over.
Lock.
Jason!
Lock.
You looking for somebody?
What?
Bad
You
Bunny.
just looking for somebody?
Bad Bunny was
Why'd
awesome.
you yell Jason?
I said JSN.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Because if he makes a sick catch, that's your tweet usually.
No, it's usually like JSN is unbelievable.
Bad Bunny rock.
Sick.
Really enjoyed Bad Bunny, would be my tweet.
JSN is so good.
So unreal.
That national anthem was insane.
Who is it this year? Charlie Puth?
Yeah.
He's going to fly through that thing. It's 120.5, I believe, is the line on the national anthem.
I don't care.
Dude, it's the Super Bowl. You bet on everything.
Charlie Puth sucks. Chris Stapleton should do it every year.
That's not a bad take. I don't agree with Charlie Puth sucks.
isn't-
They should bring Nick Sirianni to the
He's a
Super
little
Bowl.
weak.
I mean, he's the perfect Josh
No,
hates him
here's
guy.
what
He's
they
the
should
perfect
do.
Josh hates
You
him
bring
guy.
Nick Sirianni to the Super Bowl every year, and if the national anthem doesn't make him cry, that person has to retire.
Okay. I am going with the Seahawks as well. It's unanimous. I think we all think Sam Darnold gets the title. Though the Patriots, man, I think they're a little disrespected entering this one, but they just didn't have a convincing path to the Super Bowl. They just didn't.
Didn't
I
they
just
play
think-
3 in the regular season? They played 3 teams that still have their head coach going into next year.
Is that a hit? I didn't see that stat.
Yeah, they had an easier path. They did face really good defenses. I mean, Drake May saying like, "Oh, this is hard." Well, yes, it's accurate. It's the AFC Championship game, but also that's the moment getting too big for you. Now he was able to rush the ball and basically ice that game, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that again.
I think now that he's in a dome, he might be playing a lot better. 2 snow games in a row
Yeah, good point. I don't know. I'm really excited for the Super Bowl.
on Saturday.
I don't understand people who say this doesn't have the juice for me.
Thank you.
It doesn't really.
It's the Super Bowl, man. It's the Super Bowl.
The Super
it's
Bowl,
been like
the
one of the
national
best-
championship, the Final Four, Sunday of the Masters. There's certain sports things that if you're a sports fan, just go and enjoy it. Like, I don't get hating on it.
I'm not hating on it. I'll
Snaps.
be watching, and I'll most likely end up enjoying it. In terms of anticipation and stakes, it's not the same to me.
So I just have a quick rebuttal to that.
It's not. You can't rebuttal my opinion. I wasn't making a fake of a fact based. It was a value.
But I guess we can't have it both ways then, right? Because we just witnessed the NFL season with the most parity we've seen in decades. So just because there's no bona fide stud team,
You'll never hear me argue for less of dynasties or superstars.
so I guess I just don't get why this doesn't have buzz. It's the
Seahawks
freaking
are-
Super Bowl.
I wouldn't get sick of watching the Chiefs in the Super Bowl for 10 straight years.
Interesting.
You said the Seahawks aren't a bona fide the top 3 in scoring offense and defense.
No, they're a really good team. That's
You're
not
just saying
necessarily my
the
point.
star power.
Yes. JSN.
Yeah, I'm a star bleeper.
Yeah.
When the big game comes, I want the big names.
Hey, Josh, I'm not going to rebuttal you, but I'm just going to state my own personal opinion that I am indifferent.
You're looking for rebuke.
Rebuke.
Well, you tried to rebuttal.
Yeah. You tried to
I
rebuttal
said I have a rebuttal.
to his
Yeah, and I
personal
said you
feelings.
can't. Not allowed.
And then he said, I'm not going to try to rebuttal you.
Yeah, I mean, he said it in Will's way, which technically makes it correct.
Yeah.
We're great on a curve here.
Suck it.
Suck it. What's your opinion? You said you had an opinion.
I think it's a good Super Bowl.
Okay, great.
I'm a sucker for the storyline.
Yeah. I thought Hunter's rant was excellent. All right, we miss any words?
No, just 300 way outside the top 20.
You're not a fact checker now.
Enjoy
all I got.
enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy National Marquette Day.
If Will becomes our fact checker, we got
problems.
You guys forget you let me keep track of records for an entire NFL season.
That was a bad move by me. I will claim responsibility on that one. Well, enjoy National Marquette Day. Make decent decisions. Enjoy the Super Bowl on Sunday. We will talk to you on Monday beginning at 12:30 Central, ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Madison on YouTube. We'll unpack a little bit of the Super Bowl and, of course, preview what's to come as the NFL offseason will officially be here starting on Monday. We will talk to you then. Have a great weekend. Peace.